Welcome back, viewers at home. You're still tuned in right here on INX Prime channel 345 on your decoder. Now, Seafood Boil SA is a growing culinary venture that has quickly made a name for itself by offering delectable American-style seafood boils to a diverse clientele. Now, based in South Africa, this 100% black female-owned enterprise, led by a visionary director, aims to achieve leadership in the culinary sector by delivering exceptional service and unmatched flavors. We now, with delivery and collection from the likes of Durban, Johannesburg, you are all covered. The company has expanded its offerings to include custom seafood meals for corporate clients. Now, joining me for more on Seafood Boil SA is Mhlongo, who is the Administration and PR Manager. Good evening and welcome to INX Prime.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Now, I want you to take us on a journey on understanding what really birthed, Seafood Boil South Africa. Was it the mukbang? Was it because you like seafood? We want to try and understand what really birthed the Seafood Boil SA.
Okay, so basically it was about us and the love of seafood. It was a journey of 2 years trying to find a restaurant here in South Africa that served the kind of seafood that we were looking for, that we saw on these videos from America. But we were unlucky, we couldn't find it. So we decided to put together our own recipe that was tried and tested for over 2 years since the viral mukbang video started. And now we're 4 years old and we're growing stronger and stronger every day.
Now, it started 4 years ago, which makes it 2020, in a time where I think the theme was masks, staying indoors, and, trying anything new, anything fascinating. I want to understand from you, looking for those restaurants and not finding what you wanted, that journey of starting, trying your own recipe and seeing how it's going. What was the response? And what would you say are some of the challenges that you faced in your 4-year journey?
So basically, the challenges that we faced, we were in lockdown when we started. So we had to look at, okay, once the country opens up, what then? Are we still going to get the same kind of traction that we got? Because when we first started, we got an amazing response. We were extremely busy. We were so overwhelmed. So when we were busy like that, we had to come up with a plan. Okay, what are we going to do once we're not as busy as this? Because we're this busy because everybody's at home. Everybody wants to try something new, something fresh. So we made a plan. We had everything in place, and we set financial goals. We set money aside for when those days that are not so great, and it helped us reach a point where we're a steady company now. We're growing steady, and we're still growing higher and higher each day.
One thing, Pearl, about you, there's two things that you mentioned that I think at that time I wouldn't have thought of. You were already planning for a time where, lockdown was over. And secondly, you were saving up for the rainy days. I want to know, where do you get that mindset? Is it based on you had previous businesses or you did research? Because, wow, this is quite incredible.
It was basically just trial and error. This was something new. We'd never been in the food industry before. We did a lot of research on our own. We made some mistakes. We learned from them. And I think those mistakes led us to being more responsible and planning for our future.
Now, 4 years, wow, what a growth. And we were anticipating more years to come. I want to know, how would you define the growth of Seafood Boil South Africa?
It has been incredible, the journey. At first, it went crazy. We're basically a trending topic. And I feel like we never went high and then low. No, we've been stagnant. We've been we've been growing higher and higher, and we're continuing to come up with new ideas each day, give out new food, listen to our customers, and when they tell us, okay, we'd like you guys to change this, we'd like more of this, we want more of that. So basically we interact with our customers so that we know, okay, this is what you guys want from us, so we're going to give it to you.
Now, we all know pivoting is part of life, but you know, when you started Seafood Boil South Africa, as you're saying, the growth has been quite something that really, it's quite positive, if I can say so. What would you say are some of the things that had you feel like, okay, I am moving in the right step? Because, you know, at times when you look at your finances and they're not reflecting, and you're like, okay, maybe I'm not doing the right thing, or it's not for me. But for you, you never had those or issues, or quite your issues were quite minimal. But what's the one thing that kept you seeing that, okay, you are actually moving in the right direction?
The thing that gave us hope was that even on days when we're not as like busy, because people have gone back to their work, people have, they want to go out. We're a virtual restaurant, so we don't have a sit down yet. So people want to go to restaurants and whatnot. What made us realize that, you know, we're going in the right direction is that even though we're delivering to their homes, people still want this thing that we are providing for them. They want it more and more every day, on a daily basis.
Now, I'm struggling with this name. You hear some people say Cajun, some say Cayud. Which one is it?
It's Cajun.
Cajun, yes. Right. So now you have formulated a Cajun and lemon butter recipe. Yeah. I want to know, what would you say was the process in developing that?
It was trial and error, really. It was trial and error. Basically, what goes into it is Cajun spices, of course. That's
without giving out your recipe.
Cajun spices, pure butter, and it has an onion base. And it's really simple. Like, we kept it as simple as possible. Yeah. Something we enjoy ourselves. Yeah. We figure our customers would enjoy as well.
Now, customers enjoying it, and you know, as you mentioned earlier on, you tried it, the response was positive, hence Seafood Boil South Africa. I want to know, what makes this recipe special?
Oh my gosh. I have no idea what makes it so special. But you know what? We get like our customers telling us every single day. There's not a day when people aren't like, you've changed my life. I will never eat another seafood again. You know, for us, that brings us so much joy, because you never would have thought that 4 years ago people would be begging to get our food. People would be in PE talking about, come this side as well. You know, you never would have thought it, but I guess it's magic.
Now, Pearl, can you take us through the menu for Seafood Boil South Africa? What does it offer? Because I believe it offers a variety to its clientele. So I want to know, like, if I'm looking at the menu, what are my options on the menu?
There are a number of platters. You have your smaller platters for if it's just you by yourself. Okay. You have your platter for one. You get the ramen noodles. That's one of our new ones. And you have our PMS. It basically, you also be able to create your own. You know, we give you the option to create your own platter. There's platters for families. Okay. We also have a menu for Christmas time where it's bigger platters, like platters for 6, platters for 12. Basically, you can customize what you want, or you go on the menu and you find what you want, and we'll give it to you.
Now we're here to you know, get out the information, to understanding the brand fully. Yeah. Now we understand, you know, seafood. We live in Joburg. There's no oceans or anything of that. Like, so how do you ensure that some of your ingredients are fresh, you know, are in good standing, and you always get them in time? Because you can imagine if maybe there's a strike in, maybe let's say your source or your supply is based in Durban, how do you actually mitigate that?
We have a supplier in Durban and here in Johannesburg. We have a good relationship with our suppliers. So if there's an issue, we speak to him directly. If he's going to be late, he speaks to us directly. He makes sure that everything runs smoothly for the day. We order seafood on a daily basis so that it remains fresh. Yeah. So even when he's running late, he'll call up and be like, oh, we're running late. We'll be there in a few minutes. Yeah.
What? Yeah. So how did you actually get there? Because, you know, most of the times when you're having conversation with a lot of entrepreneurs who will tell you about their stories about their suppliers, it's a thing of you need to build that. For you, what was the process in you building that relationship with your supplier? Because this is quite a very beautiful and positive relationship, and it literally reflects in you continuing or in running your business.
I would say that I guess it's because he's just a kind person.
Oh.
He is a very kind person. And I think communicating clearly about what you want and what you don't want and how you like things to be done, as well as what he expects from us, just clear communication.
And how do you manage your supply chain and delivery logistics? Because I believe you supply in Durban, here in Joburg, and if you can mention other provinces that I haven't mentioned, if I probably don't know of them, but you can let me know.
We have two locations. We're based in Durban and we're based here in Johannesburg, but we also deliver to Pretoria and within a 45-kilometer radius from where our kitchen is. Here in Johannesburg, we have 3 drivers, and we do use third-party services such as your Uber, your Bolt drivers to do deliveries for us when we're extremely busy. So, yeah, everything's got to run smoothly.
Now, earlier on, Pearl, you mentioned that, trying new things is something that you try and incorporate in your offerings for your clientele. Yeah. How do you remain, intact in terms of what's trending, what's in, what's out, and making sure you incorporate it into your menus?
So basically, we have to look at what our customers are basically responding to online. Okay. When we post, we don't really expect for our videos to immediately go, viral. Yeah. But we have to monitor what our customers are responding to, what they like, what they don't like, and in terms of the niche that we are supplying. Yeah. We have to look at the trends, okay? Would our customers like this? Put it out there, see what they respond to, and then we implement it. It's all about our customers at the end of the day.
Amazing. And then any future aspirations for Seafood Boil South Africa?
We do hope to have a dine-in restaurant soon and very soon, hopefully. But yeah, we are going to be opening some frozen foods that we will be selling as well, and we will have some new dishes very soon for you guys to try out as well.
Ooh. Speaking about opening a fancy, beautiful restaurant, is there any other aspiration in terms of the company evolving?
Basically, we're just taking it a step at a time. For a company that's only 4 years old, we've done a lot. We've grown a lot, we've done a lot, and it's only this year where we found time to be like, okay, we can rest, Yeah. Things are running smoothly. We can finally rest. Yeah. Things are running okay, We're gonna get there eventually where we're doing these big things and we're internationally accredited, but we're taking it a step at a time. Yeah.
Definitely true. And I think with many businesses, they always say give it a 5 years or 7 years. And for you, in that 4 years, it's been nothing but growth and growth and growth. So you can imagine, you're like one in a million.
Yeah.
Now, just to close off our conversation, for individuals who are aspiring to start ventures that are something that they were craving or something that's in and they want to, supply it to their niche or to their society, what would be your words of advice to them?
My biggest words of advice would be just start. Just start, obviously do your research, study up on marketing, study up on financial planning, but obviously the main thing is to just start. If you're passionate about what you want to do, if you know you're going to work hard at it and you're going to push yourself every day, just start.
Pearl, don't go anywhere because I believe you have your platter here with us, and we're going to be trying it out, and you're going to just work us through on what you're actually currently going to be offering us. We still have our amazing guest here, Pearl Mhlongo, from the Seafood Boil South Africa. Now, she did bring us the evidence to show that actually what we were talking about is nothing but the truth. I mean, look at this. Like, already just looking at this, I feel like, yeah, I want to just dive in. But before we dive in, I think it's best for Pearl to just take us through some of the items here on the table that we're going to be like, yeah, sticking our hands into.
Okay, you have the platter for 2 over there. It has 2 half crabs, the prawns, the shrimp. It has sweet potato as well as sweet corn in it and eggs. Here you have lobster tails. Here you have tangy cucumber, the lemon butter sauce, Cajun butter sauce, and your creamy garlic sauce.
Oh. So now, we haven't really had such a daggering of the table. But what would you suggest as first-timers trying Seafood Boil South Africa?
To start with, I would start with the shrimp.
The shrimp.
Yeah.
Okay. Bismillah, guys. I guess we can use the forks. We're not getting dirty this time. Is it spicy?
Well, so I'm so excited.
Spicy? Not really, but there are a bit of chili flakes in there.
I mean, I do like mild at Nando's, so.
Are you sure not lemon enough?
Okay, you said
shrimp.
the shrimp, right?
Shrimp.
Should try the shrimp first. Ooh. Aren't you trying something?
Isn't this shrimp?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
sure.
the shrimp.
That's a prawn.
Oh, my bad.
Let's do this.
And then with which sauce would I pair this with, the prawn?
You can do either the lemon butter or the Cajun sauce.
Okay, I want to try the Cajun sauce. Or which one? This one?
Yeah.
Lemon butter with lemon butter.
Oh, it says hot. That means it's spicy.
No, there's the mild. This is the mild.
That looks very spicy.
It looks spicy, but it looks really good.
So where can people find you on social media? Do you have a social media account?
Yes, we're on all the social media platforms. We're on Instagram at Seafood Boil SA. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook as well. Basically, we're easily accessible.
I love that. I'm thinking also, like, obviously since COVID-19, you know, a lot of people are now staying at home. People are watching Netflix at home. So it's nice for people to even have perhaps, like, you know, married couples that can have date nights together at home and order this platter for two. Is it very popular though, your platter for two?
It is. It's very popular. In the beginning, like we just had like a platter for one, platter for two, and we didn't have really big platters in the beginning. So this one was one of our most popular ones, the platter for two.
And then I can see this doing very well at like an event or a function. Do you cater for events as well?
Yes, we do.
Strong.
No.
Oh.
Not too spicy.
It's actually manageable.
think about
It's
that.
nice. I like how it has this
Yeah.
sweet and savory taste to it. Like it's sweet and sour and spicy a bit. It's really nice.
It does have a kick, but like you said, it's a good one.
I like it.
I'm waiting
I'm glad you like it.
for the tears.
Well, and then there's
not
this
strong.
creamy garlic sauce.
Yes.
What would you pair that with?
You can do that with the prawns as well, or with the sweet corn. That would be good with the sweet corn.
Okay, I'm trying that.
Yeah.
I'm still trying that. And then for individuals who want to, you know, order the, you know, platter, either platter for two or platter for six, is there a process of doing that, or it's something that somebody can just walk in and wait for it? What you call this? The
Protocol.
Yeah, protocol.
Okay, so because we are a virtual kitchen, you basically just get us on WhatsApp. It's a fairly easy process. We can send you the menu. You let us know what you want to order. Send us your address, and basically we send it up to you. Give you the bill. You pay, and then we deliver.
And what's the waiting period, for example, when it comes to, you know, ordering, and then how long does it take?
Okay, so because we do make our food from scratch every single time, it takes about 40 minutes for us to prepare, and then the driver's on his way.
That's brilliant. Yeah, I mean, this is really exciting.
Yeah,
and
thank you so much. This was absolutely a treat for a Friday evening,
It's a
and I'm
pleasure.
such a seafood fan, so I really enjoyed this. Thank you so
Thank
much. You're so
you.
incredibly talented. I mean, the flavors are absolutely delicious, and everything is cooked really, really well. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it looks great. But, but guys, I think we'll have to actually call it a week for us. We'll definitely see you guys next week, which is going to be from Monday to Friday between the hours of 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. But I mean, look, it's been incredible, right? It's been a really, really great
It's been
experience.
super great, and thanks to Paul Mhlongo for coming in and joining us on studio today, and also providing us with the platter, because it is quite delicious. Like, I can't even hold myself. Like, it's too good. Like, I'm ready to close off the show so I can like literally use my hands instead of the cutlery. But viewers at home, hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Hope you will be hitting Paul Mhlongo through their socials and ordering your own platter, so you can understand what we're actually going through right now in terms of the flavors we're tasting and the text. Lalela, everything is on fire, but not literal fire.